One day, at a gathering, the topic of high society marriages came up. The hostess, Mrs. Betsy, said, "I believe only a marriage based on reason is truly happy." Vronsky replied, "But a marriage based solely on reason often scatters like dust, because unacknowledged love always emerges after marriage." This has become a famous quote. Mrs. Betsy laughed and said, "Love that comes after marriage is a mistake. But to understand what love really is, you have to make mistakes first and then correct them." Then she turned to Anna and asked, "What do you think?" Anna replied, "I think if there are as many kinds of wisdom as there are heads, then there are as many kinds of love as there are hearts." Anna was open-minded and tolerant. Vronsky perked up, listening to Anna. But then Anna suddenly turned to him and said, "I received a letter from Moscow. Kitty is very ill, and what you've done is very wrong." Vronsky looked at Anna with a hurt expression and said, "I'm at fault, but isn't it because of you? You see, playboys can be so shameless." Anna's face turned red immediately. She said, "Remember, no more talk of love or whatever. I hate that word. Today I'm telling you, this is where it ends." Vronsky looked at Anna and said, "You are my life. I can't separate you from me. We will be happy together." Anna said, "Don't say things like that anymore. Let's just be friends." But this was clearly insincere. Vronsky, with his experience, saw right through her. He declared, "We can't just be friends. Either we'll be the happiest people or the most miserable." It was almost prophetic. Soon, the overly affectionate relationship between Anna and Vronsky became a hot topic in society. This also alarmed Karenin, who decided to have a talk with his wife. The thought that she might be in love with someone else terrified him. He anxiously paced back and forth, even cracking his fingers. Karenin reminded Anna, "You should think about the family, about our son." Anna interrupted him. "There's nothing more to say. I want to go to sleep." She was avoiding the discussion because she couldn't resolve the conflict. She was truly in a dilemma. Anna lay in bed, watching her husband asleep, but her thoughts were with Vronsky. She whispered, "It's too late, everything is too late." What she meant was, she regretted not meeting him before marriage. Yet, at the same time, her eyes sparkled with the uncontrollable fire of love. Next, Vronsky continued to pursue Anna relentlessly, and Anna was unable to resist her true desires. They began dating, and she found immense joy, but also felt deep guilt and remorse. Holding Vronsky close, she cried, "God, forgive me. Everything is over. Now I have nothing except you." Vronsky knelt before Anna and said, "You are my whole life. I'll remember these happy moments." This complex relationship made Anna feel both disgusted and fearful. On one hand, she knew she belonged to her family and had responsibilities to her husband and child. On the other hand, she was deeply entangled in her emotions, and many people were waiting to see her downfall. But Vronsky didn't feel the same pressure as Anna. He wasn't bothered by the gossip. To him, it was an honor, because Anna was so beautiful. Vronsky even signed up for the officers' obstacle race and invited Anna to watch. On the day of the race, Vronsky came to Anna's house. That day, Seryozha was out playing, so he wasn't home. Anna was sitting behind the flower bushes on the terrace, wearing a white dress with a wide embroidered hem, radiating stunning beauty. Vronsky was mesmerized by her. When Anna saw Vronsky, he immediately walked over, took her cold hand and asked, "What were you thinking when I arrived?" Anna didn't answer. Frowning, her bright eyes looked at him, her hand trembling. She looked at Vronsky and whispered, "I'm pregnant." Vronsky's face went pale. He wanted to say something but couldn't find the words. He released Anna's hand and looked down. Of course it was his child. Suddenly, Vronsky said firmly, "We need to end this secretive life. We should tell your husband everything, then you leave him, and we'll live together." Vronsky didn't want to part with Anna, so he decided they should be together. Anna said to Vronsky with sorrow, "I can't do that. I can't run away and become your mistress." Vronsky couldn't understand why Anna wouldn't leave her current life. He didn't see things from Anna's perspective, especially the biggest obstacle, Seryozha. Whenever Anna thought about her son and how he would view her, or what impact she might have on him, she trembled with fear. Plus, Anna had always suspected that Karenina wouldn't easily grant her a divorce. This tangled situation tormented everyone involved. After seeing Anna like this, Vronsky was unsettled and went to the race. Anna sat in the stands, binoculars in hand, staring intently in Vronsky's direction. She kept blaming herself, feeling like a bad woman. She hated her husband Karenin even more, knowing he was fully aware, but still putting on a facade, using lies to protect the poor image of their marriage. At that moment, something happened. Vronsky suddenly fell off his horse, and the horse landed heavily on his foot. Vronsky wasn't seriously injured, but the horse broke its back. When Vronsky fell, Anna was extremely anxious and let out a gasp. Her feelings could no longer be hidden. Karenin blocked his wife from view, trying to hide the fact that she was crying over another man. It was extremely embarrassing for him. He said to Anna, "This is the third time I'm reaching out to you. Please don't make a scene here." Anna obediently stood up and left the race course with Karenin.